Tag TV and Tag Radio be seen and heard by both technology users and technology producers throughout the state of Georgia and around the world. Low cost, big benefits, powerhouse online branded video and audio has arrived. Tag TV, Tag Radio, there's a lot more to know. This edition of Tech Talk is brought to you by GlobalSpeak.com, new media consultants, corporate video and audio communications, video and audio production and distribution, live and virtual event production. Tag TV and Tag Radio is a service of GlobalSpeak.com, creatively delivering powerful marketing, video, and audio solutions. The wine, the food, the glorious countryside, the magnificent ancient cities, the glorious and beautiful architecture. Yet, often thought as a small country, it's actually bigger than the state of Georgia and Florida combined, with a population density per square kilometer about 4 times that of Georgia. It has a population of 56.5 million people, and according to the recent trade figures, ranks as Georgia's 9th largest trading partner. In fact, trade plays a big role in driving its economy. Outside the European Union, the U.S. is one of its most important trading partners. Imagine this, in a difficult economic environment characterized by very slow growth for economies all over the globe, in the first 7 months of this year alone, aggregate trade by our two countries grew 19%. Greetings, everyone, or better, buongiorno. It's Tuesday, October 4th, 2011, and this is Tech Talk with Technology Association of Georgia President Tino Mantella. I'm your guest host, Frank Baia. The Tech Talk goes global as we visit the firms, the fairs, the exhibitors, the workshops, and bilateral meetings, international trade shows, trade delegations, seminars, and conventions presented and supported by the Italian Trade Commission as we speak with Fabrizio Giustarini, Trade Commissioner for the government agency here in Atlanta, entrusted with promoting trade, business opportunities, and industry cooperation between Italian and American companies. Some 60 Italian companies in Georgia alone that have made direct investment in our state, and countless others that have a presence through local importers and agents. Commissioner Giustarini was appointed to the Atlanta office in September 2008. During his 20 years plus, he has organized and directed trade promotions throughout the world, past assistant to the CEO and CFO at the Trade Commission headquarters in Rome. He has also served in his country in Moscow, China, and Argentina. Italian Trade has 5 offices in the U.S., Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, Miami, and with pride and a commitment to building relationships and bilateral trade right here in the ATL. In fact, for the record, the Atlanta Commission offices direct the entire southeastern United States, including Miami. It's Tech Talk Italiano as we speak with the Honorable Fabrizio Giustarini, Trade Commissioner, Italian Trade Commission, Atlanta. Mr. Trade Commissioner, welcome to Tech Talk.
Good afternoon, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to participate and to join with you at Tech Radio.
Well, actually, the pleasure is all ours, Mr. Commissioner. It's a rare opportunity for us to get a chance to get a global perspective, especially someone who is now in Atlanta and headquartered in their operation out of Atlanta. Before we get into the discussion, because I think partly, as much as we want to cover technology, we want to cover the relationship with Italy and the United States, and maybe even get into some of the actual high-end products and some of the initiatives that you're doing beyond technology. Mm-hmm. But let's start with just kind of a general overview as far as the Italian technology overall situation is concerned. Give us a little insight into that.
Yeah, the Italian technology now is split in several industrial sectors like machinery, because now we can find the technology, the Italian technology, in Italian machinery, and that's the strong point of Italian machinery is abroad, because as you know, now we have several competitors, especially from the Asian market, and they are making the same machinery, but now what you can find in the Italian machinery, what you can find better in Italian machinery is the technology and, of course, the quality.
The quality of the craftsmanship, of course. Well, let's talk a little bit about, our audience are highly involved in, while they may focus on information technology and technology in general, they are global traders. Mm-hmm. Give us a sense of perspective about what the Italian Trade Commission is kind of all about, and how does it support Italian companies that want to do business here in the United States?
Yes. First of all, the Italian Trade Commission is the government agency entrusted with the promoting trade, business opportunities, and industrial cooperation between Italy and the United States. And we do that organizing the participation of Italian firms in fairs, exhibitions, workshops, and bilateral meetings. So this is what the Italian Trade Commission does abroad. You have to know that Italian Trade Commission has more than 110 offices abroad, and specifically in the United States, Italian Trade Commission has 5 offices in New York, Chicago, Atlanta, Los Angeles, and Miami.
A lot of times Atlanta looks for recognition in one way or another. A lot of major global cities often do, and certainly being compared to some of those other mega headquarters that are located in Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, Miami, it certainly bodes well for Atlanta and Atlanta's relationship with Italy that you've got an office dedicated here. What is the role of this office here in the United States?
The Atlanta office has jurisdiction over the southeastern region of the United States, including the Miami office. And the Atlanta office is responsible for several industrial sectors like boating, furniture, giftware, sporting goods, and also for the several machinery sectors like construction machinery, farm machinery, glassworking machinery, textile machinery, and woodworking machinery.
I'm Italian-American, and one of the jokes many years ago when I moved up to North Georgia, I bought a small farm, and the joke was, does Gucci make a tractor? So the question is, when you think about construction equipment, construction machinery, farm equipment, and those kind of things, it's not necessarily something you automatically think in terms of Italy, but yet the other side of it is that the quality and the craftsmanship, again, even in boating, I think you're literally a global leader in yacht production. Is that not the case?
That's a good question, because usually when people thinks about Italy, think about food, fashion, and maybe furniture, but you know that the machinery sector is the number one sector in Italy as export. In the first 7 months of this year, the export of machinery is increased more than 33% compared to the same period of 2010. And of course, the machinery sector is the first sector, industrial sector in Italy, speaking about export.
Well, now that you've kind of drifted into some of those specifics, maybe go into a little bit more, briefly discuss the current status of trade between Italy and the entire United States.
Yeah. Of course, now we are living in a bad period. That's for sure.
Sure.
The economy is still slow, but I have with me the statistics of the first 7 months in 2011. So we can see that the Italian export in USA is increased of a little bit more than 17%. As I already told, more than 33% for the machineries, more than 13% of fashion, more than 80% of food and wines. So these are the the principal products that Italy exports in USA.
Again, the mind always drifts to the more exotic when I think of Maserati or Bugatti, and some of the, I guess that classifies as heavy equipment or machinery, huh?
So that's technology too.
Really?
Yeah.
Really. Well, now let's talk a little bit about the other side in terms of Georgia companies in Italy. What kind of presence do the Italian companies have in Georgia, and what kind of reciprocal relationship happens as far as the relationship with our companies?
Yeah, to my knowledge, there are about 60 Italian companies here in Georgia, especially in the metro of Atlanta.
I think people would probably be surprised if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, maybe.
You're like the 9th largest trading partner for Georgia.
Yeah, it's the 9th largest trading partner in Italy, in Georgia.
I don't think most people would have realized that.
Yeah, but Georgia and Atlanta is an important city. Usually, also the Italian people, when they think about the United States, they think about New York or Los Angeles or maybe Miami. But what I'm saying to the Italian companies and to the people that I meet maybe every day in my office, I focus my speaking about the importance, how is important Atlanta, about logistic and about business here, how is important Georgia for doing business in the United States. I get an article this morning, where Georgia is the second state in the United States for business, for doing business. And this is very important for Georgia, I think. And I'm seeing that year after year, also the Italian companies are realizing how is important Georgia for doing business.
Now, of course, one of the things that I guess any of us realize that all of the technology that we have really has to do with source to consumption in some form or another, hard goods and other type of giftware and home accent furniture products. A lot of the stuff I'm sure that is very popular in the American market. In my understanding, once again, a major push on that made in Italy type of promotion and integration. Maybe give us a little idea about the promotion that's currently you're undertaking.
Yes, I can give just an idea of what we are doing now, what we are organizing now for the giftware and the furniture. Our office now, in collaboration with the Italian Ministry for Economic Development and 3 associations of giftware, is organizing a project for the promotion and integration of made in Italy giftware and home accent furniture products in the American market. How we do that? We are promoting we are going to promote in the next months. I'm speaking about November and December. We are going to promote the giftware and home accent furniture in 14 different stores in the United States, all around the United States. We have 2 stores in Georgia, one in Atlanta, one in Savannah. And so the objective of the project is to promote the quality, the high quality of Italian giftware, houseware, and home accents products. And the campaign will be focused on promotions which will lead to the creation and the reinforcement of business relationship between Italian and American stores.
Now, I'm going to guess with all of the planning ramped up, all of the partnership strategies are already in place. I know you talked about some selective retailers that are going to be partnering with you.
Sure.
Is there any other opportunities for our audience who may be interested in either getting involved in the project, or is that already locked down and all of that is already underway?
We have already chose the stores, and of course the audience that want to participate at the events of the 2 weeks promotion can have all the information looking our website, italiangiftware.com, where they can find a special section of the project, and they will find all the dates of the promotions.
Well, and of course, we're blessed with the fact that a lot of our company owners and entrepreneurs and venture capitalists and business people have had a great quarter. A couple of, even though the economy has been tough, maybe they'll get an opportunity to really take advantage of the promotion and as much participate in terms of being customers. And I know my home is full with some beautiful Italian pieces. So it's a interior design that I prefer, obviously because of my heritage, but the other side of just out of pure taste. It's always beautiful things.
Of course, because we are focused not only on the stores, but also on the interior designers, architects, and maybe they can find something interesting for their work.
And again, that website?
ItalianGiftware.com.
ItalianGiftware.com.
Yes.
Trade Commissioner, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. You honor us by participating on today's Tech Talk.
No, thank you to you. I'm very honored to have the opportunity to speak about the Italian Trade Commission at your radio.
Dare I say ciao?
Ciao.